Hey, hi, hello, my name is dis.cat. This is Project Hardcover, where we're letting books be the escape. Hello, lovelies, and we are currently in the middle of Booktubeathon, and instead of reading, like I should be doing, I'm gonna do a tag video for you guys. Yes, today I'm going to do the Love Win / LGBTIQA tag, which was created by Rebecca the Teenage Reader, and I was tagged to do this tag by Ivan at Sona Azra. I will link both of their channels down below. This tag is super important to me, not just because I am just a very firm advocate for queer rights, but I myself also identify as queer. I am a pansexual representing that kitchen squad. Holla! So this topic is just super important to me, and I love reading young adult fiction that has to do with queer topics because it was just such a very confusing thing for me, I know for me, to go through when I was in high school. So I think it's nice that people write about it because then it makes teenagers feel like they're not completely alone and they're not weird, and that's just super, super important when dealing with all of your sexuality and gender identity and all of that just really messy nonsense. It's really important to know that there are people out there who understand what you're going through and that you have support. So I am all for doing this and raising the awareness. Just yes, let's hurry up and do this tag. I'm super excited. Question number 1 is to name your favorite LGBTQIA author. And she released a graphic novel this month, or was it last month? I don't know, but she released a graphic novel, so she is officially an author. I get to say this. It is Rebecca Sugar. I love Rebecca Sugar. I love her characters. She has been doing amazing things for queer characters since she was working on Adventure Time, and now she has Steven Universe, which has just beautiful, beautiful queer characters, and it's just so wonderful and it's so amazing. And Rebecca Sugar is a brilliant, brilliant writer, and I'm so, so excited that she has graphic novels coming out now. Just, everything Rebecca Sugar touches is pure gold, and just, I love her even though she hurts me on a weekly basis. I still adore her. Just Rebecca Sugar. Rebecca Sugar. Question number 2 is your favorite LGBTQIA book couple. And for this, I know they're not canon. I know they're not canon yet, but I don't care. I am going with Ronan Lynch and Adam Parrish from the Raven Cycle Quartet by Maggie Stiefvater. That's right, this is not set in stone. This is still extremely tentative, but I have so much hope, and I pray so hard that Maggie lets this be a thing. These two boys and their relationship is so beautiful and complex and just so heartfelt, and just it gives me all of the feels in the entire world, and I love them both so much individually and together. I really hope this is a thing. I really hope Maggie lets this be a thing and lets these just angsty little boys be together, because just, their love is amazing. It's just, so much love. Question number 3 is to pick an LGBTQIA book that doesn't necessarily deal with LGBTQIA issues. And for that, I'm gonna steal one of Ivan's books, because it's one of my all-time favorite books now, and it is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. No, this book doesn't directly deal with LGBTQIA issues, but there are queer characters in it, which was so amazing. It was just, it made this story have so much more depth and so much more feel, and it was just so nice to see because they weren't stereotypical queer characters. They were just two totally normal characters that also just happened to be queer, which I think we need more representation of in our literature. Not every gay character, gay male in particular, likes to go shopping. Sometimes they're just normal guys who also happen to like other guys. And that's what I loved about this, is that it was just totally just, yeah, I'm a normal guy. I also just happen to be in love with this other guy. And it was just really, really nice to see. and just, this book is everything. It's amazing. It's like my favorite graphic novel in the entire world. I love this. If you guys have not read this yet, fix that problem, because it is a problem. Fix that problem in your life, because this is amazing. Question number 4 is to pick an LGBTQIA book that does directly deal with LGBTQIA issues, and for this I'm gonna go with a recent favorite, and that is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. There is a queer character in this, and watching him deal with all of these emotions and all of this turmoil because of it, it was so real, and it was so raw, and it was so relatable and heartbreaking, and it was just so good. This book is a masterpiece with the way it is written and the way that the stories unfold and just how beautifully flawed the characters are. It's just glorious. I love this book. Again, if you have not read this book, you are missing out on some major life awesomeness, and you need to fix that. Just hurry up and go read this and let it blow your brains out, because it's just so good. And then our last question number 5, is to name another book that deals with LGBTQIA issues that isn't as well known. And for this, I'm gonna go with one of my all-time favorite books, More Than This by Patrick Ness. Now, I don't like going into a lot of detail as to what this book is about, because it's one of those books where the less you know going into it, the more it's gonna blow your brains out. But I will tell you, it does deal with LGBTQIA issues, and it's so beautiful. It's so amazing. Patrick Ness knows how to write people and human emotion so accurately and so poignantly that it's terrifying. It really is. And this book was just so incredibly amazing. It's not at all what you're expecting. There's just so many twists and turns and unexpected things that happen, and feels, so many feels. It's beautiful, it's wonderful. Just everyone needs to read this, and everyone needs to talk about it more, because not enough people talk about this. Just people talk about this book. It's great. John Green says so. John Green, right here, his blurb right there. Just read it. That's like the best blurb for a book ever. If John Green is telling you to just read it, do it. And that is it. That is it for this tag. Again, guys, this issue is just so important, especially right now. I know that we just won marriage equality across the United States, but the fight is not over. So much more work needs to be done, and I really think that everyone needs to keep that in mind. So just educate yourselves about all of this stuff, because it really is very important. And with that, I'm going to spread my own awareness by tagging some more people. For this, I haven't done an awful lot of research, so if you've already done it, forgive me. But for this, I'm going to tag Martha from MSK Books. I'm going to tag Whitney from Witty Novels. I'm going to tag Cece from Problems of a Book Nerd. And I'm also going to tag Katrina from Little Book Owl. I'm going to tag all of you lovelies and just have fun with this tag, because this tag is super important, and it's also just a super great way to help other teens find ways to find support and love and acceptance, and it's just, it's super important. Thank you, Ivan, for tagging me in this. I really appreciate it. As always, thanks you guys for watching. I will see you next time, and remember, books are the escape.